Hello there, grade 4 learners. I'm Teacher L, and welcome to our PE and Health class Quarter 1, Week 1. Our topic for today is Introduction to Personal Health. We will learn how to take care of ourselves so we can stay clean, healthy, and strong every day. Our lesson is based on this competency. Explain the concept and importance of personal health for active living. By the end of this lesson, you are expected to define the different personal health, explain the different ways to take care of personal health, and realize the disadvantage of not taking care of personal health. Before we dive into our main lesson, I will introduce new words related to our lesson. First we have is personal health. Refers to the overall well-being of an individual in various aspects, physical, mental, emotional, and social. It encompasses a range of factors including fitness levels, nutrition, mental stability, emotional resilience, and the ability to maintain balance in life. Class, ang personal health ay kabuuang kalusugan natin, hindi lang sa katawan kundi pati sa isip, damdamin at pakikisalamuha sa iba. Kaya mahalagang alagaan ang lahat ng aspeto ng ating sarili. Health is defined as a complete state of physical, mental, and social well-being. Class, ang health ay hindi lang basta walang sakit. Dapat maayos din ang katawan, isipan at pakikitungo sa ibang tao. Buo dapat ang kalusugan natin sa lahat ng aspeto. Let's now move on to subtopic 1, Introduction to Personal Health. Personal health encompasses the interplay between physical, mental, emotional, and social well-being. This means that being healthy isn't just about your body, it also includes your feelings, thoughts, and how you interact with other people. It's not merely the absence of illness but the pursuit of a balanced and wholesome lifestyle. In other words, being healthy is not just about not being sick. It's about living in a way that keeps your body and mind strong and happy. Achieving optimal personal health involves a blend of healthy habits, emotional resilience, mental stability, and social connectedness. This means you need to do things like eat well, get enough sleep, manage your emotions, think positively, and build strong relationships with others. Let's look more closely at the three parts. First, physical well-being. Physical health is the body's functionality and ability to perform daily tasks without fatigue or undue stress. This means your body can move and work well throughout the day. This involves maintaining a healthy weight, regular exercise, balanced nutrition, sufficient sleep, and avoiding harmful substances. So, eating right, staying active, getting enough sleep, and not using harmful things like cigarettes help you stay physically healthy. Mental and emotional wellness. The state of one's mental health is equally significant. Your mental and emotional health is just as important as your physical health. It pertains to cognitive and emotional well-being, encompassing stress management, coping mechanisms, emotional resilience, and the absence of mental health disorders. This means being able to think clearly, handle stress, manage your feelings, and stay strong even during hard times. Social well-being. Humans are inherently social beings, and personal health isn't complete without considering social connections and relationships. We all need friends and people who care about us. So, strong social networks, meaningful relationships, and a sense of belonging contribute significantly to mental and emotional wellness. That's why, class, having people around you that support you and make you feel accepted helps you stay mentally and emotionally healthy. So, these three parts work together to help you grow up healthy, happy, and strong. Let's move on to subtopic 2, Importance of Personal Health for Active Living. According to the World Health Organization, regular physical activity is proven to help prevent and manage non-communicable diseases such as heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and several cancers. This means that when we move our bodies and stay active, we lower our chances of getting serious illnesses in the future. So class, it also helps prevent hypertension, maintain healthy body weight, and can improve mental health, quality of life, and well-being. So exercising and taking care of your health not only protects your body but also helps you feel better emotionally, think more clearly, and enjoy life more. That's why personal health is very important. It helps us stay active, strong, and happy in our daily lives. Let's now discuss an important question. How much physical activity is recommended for children like you? The World Health Organization gives clear guidelines to help us know how much exercise we need to stay healthy. So children and adolescents aged 5 to 17 years old, that includes most of you, should do at least an average of 60 minutes per day of moderate to vigorous intensity physical activity. This means moving your body in ways that make your heart beat faster, like running, jumping, or dancing for about an hour every day. You should also do activities that are more intense and help make your muscles and bones stronger, at least 3 times a week. So this includes things like playing sports, doing jumping exercises, or even climbing. Lastly, it's important to limit the time spent sitting, especially on gadgets for fun. Too much screen time can affect your health, so we should try to move more and sit less. Now let's answer this question. Why is physical activity so important for health and well-being? So let's find out how moving your body can help you feel better, look better, and live better. First, it's a natural mood lifter. Regular physical activity can relieve stress, anxiety, depression, and anger. When you move, your brain releases chemicals that make you feel happy, like after playing or dancing. Think of it as a happy pill with no side effects. Over time, people who exercise regularly feel more relaxed and cheerful. It keeps you physically fit and able. Without regular activity, your body slowly loses its strength, stamina, and ability to function properly. This means if you don't move much, your body becomes weaker and gets tired more easily. So exercise increases muscle strength, and when you're strong, it's easier to play, carry things, or do sports. It helps keep the doctor away. Too much sitting and other sedentary activities can increase your risk of heart disease and stroke. That's why we should move more and sit less. Even small movements like standing up while eating fruit can help. In fact, one study showed that watching more than 4 hours of TV a day can lead to serious heart problems. So let's keep our bodies moving, not just to stay fit, but also to stay happy and healthy every day. Let's look at more ways physical activity helps our body stay healthy. Being more active can help you lower your blood pressure. This means your heart doesn't have to work too hard to pump blood. That's good for your heart and keeps you feeling strong. Boost your level of good cholesterol. Good cholesterol helps clean your blood and keeps your heart healthy. Improve blood flow or circulation. Moving helps your blood flow smoothly all over your body. This helps your muscles and brain get the oxygen they need. Keep your weight under control. When we stay active, we burn energy and maintain a healthy weight. Prevent bone loss that can lead to osteoporosis. This means your bones stay strong, which helps prevent a disease called osteoporosis, where bones become weak and break easily. So remember, being active is one of the best ways to take care of your body inside and out. Now it's time for your learner's takeaway activity called Healthy Habits. Here are your directions. Classify the words in the box into the chart below. You will see a list of different habits. Some are healthy and some are not. Your task is to decide which habits should go under healthy habits and which ones should go under unhealthy habits. So do this in your notebook. Now, let's take time to reflect on what we have learned. After our discussion about personal health and its importance, I'd like to answer these questions honestly. Do you think you are a healthy person or an unhealthy person, and why? So think about your daily habits, what you eat, how active you are, and how you take care of your body. Second, is it important to have good health? Why or why not? What do you think will happen if you take care of yourself? And what if you don't? So these questions will help you understand your current habits and think of ways to become a healthier and stronger person. It's time for our formative assessment to check what you have learned. Read each sentence carefully, then write through if the statement is correct and false if it is wrong. Do this in your notebook. Number 1, drink milk every day. Number 2, it is safe to eat fatty foods all the time. 3, eat much food rich in carbohydrate and protein. 4, it is important to manage our own emotions. 5, 4 hours of sleep is the correct and enough amount of time to achieve. That's the end of our lesson today. See you again next time and stay healthy, stay happy, everyone. Bye for now.